I'm Larry Elward, custom content editor for Meister Media Worldwide, the publisher of Crop Life magazine. I'd like to welcome Mike DiPaola, the Chief Commercial Officer for Taranis, a company committed to protecting the future of agricultural prosperity through full-service leaf-lettle data capture. Mike is going to answer questions about Taranis's acre forward intelligence technology, as well as other value-added opportunities Taranis can deliver to retailers and farmers. First, a little bit about Mike. As Chief Commercial Officer for Taranis, he oversees global sales, regional marketing, and customer success. He is also a member of the Agricultural Retailers Association. Prior to joining Taranis, Mike served in senior leadership positions within the agricultural industry with companies such as Syngenta and Southern States Cooperative. Mike, welcome.
Thank you, Larry. It's a pleasure to be here.
We're glad to have you. Mike, Taranis is known for its drones, but it is much more than a drone company. Talk about what Taranis can provide farmers and retailers, including its acre forward intelligence offering.
I appreciate that. Really, Taranis is not a drone company. We built drones in the past because they didn't exist to do what we're able to do today. But it's 2024, and we're at the convergence of technologies like artificial intelligence, drones, even battery life. A lot of things have changed to the point now growers everywhere truly deserve the ability to have FaceTime for their farms or Ring doorbell for their fields. So Taranis is a crop intelligence company. And as a crop intelligence company, our Acre Forward platform is what delivers what we call game tape for farmers, an advisor. So they can review what's happening during the season, and they can make resource allocation decisions based on how a crop starts, the threats a crop experiences. And we're able to do that in a very feasible and friendly way because we use computer vision and artificial intelligence algorithms to tell you what's in these pictures, right? So we talk about leaf level. For your audience to understand this, I'm talking open your phone or your computer and you're looking at the different holes in a soybean leaf. You're seeing the lesions. You're seeing stand count at spike as if you were standing in the field. That's what we're able to do. And drones are just one part of that constellation of technologies that we use for our data capture. So there's never a time now where a retailer and farmer aren't looking at the same thing and being able to have a fact-based conversation. This is an apples-to-apples discussion, so retailers, advisors, and growers can collaborate and really understand how does my management practice, the weather, my hybrid, my chemistry, my equipment, how does all of this come together to maximize my yield and my profitability? So they're making decisions based on this factual data that's beautiful to look at. It's an amazing view, but it's really building trust through the utmost transparency that technology can now provide.
Mike, how can retailers and farmers use Acre Forward to combat in-season growing challenges?
So any farmer that's listening to this knows that the first step is being proactive. So Acre Forward intelligence is always about being proactive. We're not just capturing images on the field. We're capturing a view of what's happening, and we're representing that entire field. So we're taking the work out of scouting, the hours and hours of getting to the field, dealing with that, and we're moving that to what technology can handle so your agronomists and your best people can do what they do best, and that's add their view, understand what's there, work with the growers, build the right teams and solutions. And what's great about this is now if you're an agronomist serving or you're a farmer with many fields, you just start your morning with a cup of coffee. You're prioritizing things based on what you see that came through, and you know where to go, where you don't need to go, what's working for you. Stop, take a note. This is what's happening. But it just takes all the guesswork out of where you even need to go. And it's allowing people to stop wasting time and to start putting their time and energy to things that build yield, that build profit, that build relationships, and allow farmers to manage their inputs much better. But ultimately, this is the first tech that's been introduced in agriculture that's bringing people together across the value chain. And, we're very proud to do that. And we're very proud to add the kinds of jobs this technology brings into the rural economies of this country.
Mike, tell us about the value added opportunities Taranis delivers for retailers and farmers beyond the growing season.
Sure. So if you're a farmer listening to this and you want to receive the best service from your retail partner, so I doubt you're just taking orders and saying, I just need these inputs. There's a lot of advice, there's a lot of stewardship that goes into operating a great farm. The first step is, why don't we have a transparent advisor evaluation? We talk about game tape because this is new, right? People need to understand. No matter how good you are as a professional athlete, you use game tape to be better for the next game, but you also use it to be ready for the next season. And nobody is too good to not need game tape or be able to hit that instant replay when they're in combine saying, why did this happen? Do I understand this? So the advisor evaluations enable those the grower works with to say, you know what? We see the data. We understand that this is your weed pressure. This was the disease. This is how the treatment worked for you on a hybrid. But we also can coach this up to say, let's do this differently. This is what's good. This is what's challenging. And that's really great for an entire season. So you can start allocating resources differently to fields that have a great start, and you can keep them clean, and you can keep those threats out. The fields that had started with a challenge, you can remedy them, but you can also understand, hey, for next year, I may need to change my herbicide program. I can be proactive in season, but I can be even more proactive for next season. And that's really bringing the advisor and the grower together to put the whole piece of the puzzle, right? To understand what that shape is, to make sure that you've got a winning playbook going into next season. There's nothing today in the market that allows you to do this year over year. And there's nothing today that brings farmers and those who support them closer.
Mike, how do the in-season insights in year-over-year digital records that Taranis creates strengthen the relationship between retailers and farmers?
Well, I think this was the point from earlier, is we believe in adding to the value chain. For a long time, tech kind of comes into an industry and it's removing a middleman. It's did you know you could do this? And that's not what this is about. This is adding to the value chain and not subtracting from it. We all win when the farmer wins. That's our standpoint. So how do we start from there? So it makes sense to start strengthening those who serve the farmer. We want to be part of the solution to make things easier for the American retailer and advisor. So if that's scouting or validating product performance or creating a digital record of that field with the events that have happened, we're just at the very beginning of this journey to figure out how to provide even more value on the farm. And the most successful retailers in this country are working with us, and they understand and they want to always be welcome at the farm gate, always show up with a solution. And they're using this tool to help them know their customers better so they can serve them better. And that's really what this comes down to. If you want to build a good relationship, step one is knowing your partner in that relationship. Then you're moving into, okay, now that I have this knowledge, I have a relationship. Based on this knowledge, based on knowing these growers, I can serve them, and my organization can serve them better. And that's what people aren't thinking. We're talking about drones and imagery, and I'm talking to you about, no, when this information comes together, it brings people together so they know that farmer better, so that farmer can receive the service that he or she truly deserves.
Mike, thanks very much for taking the time to talk about how Taranis' Acre Forward Intelligence and other value-added opportunities can help retailers and farmers in their operations.
Thank you, Larry. Really appreciate it.